How many of us have ever eaten flying termites? In East Africa, we call them kumbe kumbe. If you haven't, you don't know what you're missing. Growing up, I was a fierce flying termite hunter. We would take 4 sticks, beat them together, creating rain songs. The termites would come out of their holes. We would harvest them, put them in small buckets, carry them to my grandmother's hut. She would roast them. We would eat them. They were so delicious. Those were happy days. But things started to change. I began to change. Shh. Wendo, come down that tree. People will see you. Go and fetch water. That is a girl's job. No more bathing in the river. And no more playing with boys. You'll get pregnant. Go and sing like other girls for people and other girls going for circumcision. You see, November was a special month. It was not just a month for termite hunting. November was circumcision period in my community and in my village, not just for boys, but for girls. So I started to retract into myself and disappear because what was I going to do? I lost confidence in myself. There was no more freedom, no more laughter as a girl. My place in my community had already been determined long before I was born. Well, many years later, I have thought about my cultural jail, and I have thought about my carefree termite hunting days. They tasted so good. Well, you see, at the time I didn't know that termites were descendants of cockroaches. For those who ate them, now you know. I have reflected how we as women have got our wings out, wanting to fly like termites, but we're afraid if we come out, something will happen. We will be captured. We might be eaten. And so we sit in our high positions in boardrooms, afraid to raise our hands, afraid to try. We're afraid because culture already determined who we will be when we grow up. How do we change a society that is so ingrained in us that we feel we were born for it? I started Dandelion Africa because I believe that women and girls can use their voices to do and say anything they want. I believe that women are powerful, awesome, wonderful creatures. I believe that all we need is a space. We do not need permission to excel. And I did this by mobilizing women. I was so confident this was going to work. I mobilized women, I mobilized girls in schools, and I taught them effects of female genital mutilation. You're going to use contraceptives. You're going to get time for productive work. You're going to excel. And I did this for a couple of years. I failed. And it hurt. Now, with failure comes learning. And with learning comes innovation. You see, I had innovation walking beside me all this time. I had innovation behind me all this time. I had innovation in front of me, waking up with me every morning. Engaging men and boys on issues affecting women and girls has seen a turnaround behavior change in my community and retrogressive cultures going and going and going and disappearing like termites in their holes. Now, people thought I was crazy when I said women can work with men and boys can champion to end retrogressive cultures. They said, boys don't know anything. They told me, men, Wendo, men can't, they don't know anything about women. Today, over 3,000 men and boys champion in my community to end female genital mutilation. So when November comes and I see children with sticks beating them, creating music that sounds like raindrops, and creating rain songs, and taking termites and carrying them to their mother's house in my village, I don't feel nostalgic, nor do I lose confidence. I feel happy, I feel confident, I feel proud. I celebrate because in November, there is no more female genital mutilation in my community. Thank you.